What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. If it is your first time here, welcome. So glad to have you here. And if it is your first time, just a really quick recap of what this channel is going to be all about. Essentially, just everything positive, motivation. My goal is to give you content that can help you grow, that can help you in your relationships, that can help you in your businesses, in whatever goals you are striving to accomplish from this point forward. So hopefully you get something out of the content that I provide here on this channel. So the first thing I'm doing is I am reading a motivational book. It's called The Power of One More by Ed Mylett. And I'm going over each chapter and kind of giving you a synopsis of what I'm reading. There's more within the chapters, so I highly recommend if you're liking what you're hearing and you feel like this book can really, really help you, and any other book that I do on this channel, I highly encourage you to pick it up, audio book it, whatever your preference is, and just get into it and then use the chapters and what he talks about for you, your life, and your goals. We are currently on chapter 16. We are trucking along. We are almost done. Super, super amazing book. As I said, get it if you really enjoy the content. So chapter 16, I'm going to go right into it because there's a lot to cover. It is called One More and My 11 Leadership Principles. The one thing he did say about the 11 leadership principles we're going to talk about is throughout his career and his life, some of these will not be as important, or he won't use them as much, or he'll add different principles. But at the time of writing this book, these are the 11 he wanted to point out, the 11 principles of leadership. In chapters 15, he went over leadership, what it was. So if you haven't watched that video, it's the video right before this one. And then you can watch that and then come back to this one. But let's get into it. So the first principle he talks about is become an evangelist. Now this sounds, you're like, what? I don't want to be an evangelist, right? But what he's saying in number one is to be a great leader, you have to sell your dream. You have to be passionate about what it is you are doing, what it is you're offering people, passionate about whatever your goal may be. If people want to join you in that goal, is you have to be the dream. You can't just be like, whatever, I kind of like what I'm doing or where I'm going. Right? You have to be the evangelist of your movement, right? You have to be the one that is excited about it, and you are the driving force. Principle number two, listen and observe. So if you're building a team, if you're at work, if you are having a fitness journey and you're involved with people that are in that journey with you, whatever the situation may be, listen and observe, right? You can't be on a ship by yourself if you're trying to accomplish stuff, right? So if you have people around you that are trying to help you, listen, observe, what are they doing? How are they doing it? Kind of take it all in and really, really, really be present in every moment when it comes to what you're trying to do, whatever the movement is, whatever the goal is you're trying to do with the people that are around you. Listen and observe. Number three is a really good one. Wise leaders build other leaders. So if you're a leader and you're leading some sort of organization, team, whatever it is, you're a leader, but what you want is other leaders. You want people that are going to be like, they're going to listen, they're going to hear you out, they're going to be all in on what you're doing, and then they're going to say, you know what, I like it. I want to be with you side by side. Let's do this. Build other leaders. You don't want just 50 people that are just going to go, yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's next, sir? I mean, it's great that people that are willing to do things and help in whatever the bigger scheme, bigger picture is, but you do want to build leaders. Number four is love, believe in, care, and show people how to live better. And that's just being a good person. That's just being involved in people that are around you, in their lives, love on them, and just create and foster a good culture with the people that you're with, and show them that you care, and that it's not just about, and if it's money related, it's not just about how much money can we make, right? Learn about their families, learn about their childhood, how they grew up. Like learn about them, build love and good culture. Because if you do that, you won't just gain business partners and teammates, you'll gain family, and family is everything, right? Family is everything within your circle and within what you're trying to do in your business, your goals. Again, this is very general to whatever you're trying to do, but that is very, very important. Number 5 is repetition, repetition, repetition. Again, back to building a culture. If you have a goal and this is what needs to be done and this is how we need to do it to succeed, too many people get caught up with, I got to change this. How can I change this verbiage? If it's working, if you guys are working together and you guys are all on the same page and this is what is working, this is the culture, keep it, run with it until you feel maybe like it's not working. You have to change things, but if things are working, repetition, 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 consistency, consistency, consistency will get you where you need to be. Be generous with recognition is number 6. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you're in a team, within a team, and people are doing things that are good, right, that are great, and you see it, recognize what they've done, recognize what they achieved, because recognition will keep people around you. They'll keep people in your business. They'll keep people on your team. People are doing good things and no one is saying anything. They're going to most likely look for another team or another group of people that will recognize what they're doing, and you may lose a really good individual on your team. So recognize. Have a cause, a crusade, and a mission. This is big. The 2 questions he asks to the reader in this chapter and this principle is, what are we for? What are we doing? And what are we against? So for me, the 2 big areas of business for me, if you don't know, I don't think I shared this really, is health and wellness. I'm very big on health and wellness. So for me, what are we here for? Help people be healthier, to lose weight, and just be better health-minded. What am I against in that situation? Obesity, bad eating habits, not being active. That's what I'm against, right? The other one is life insurance. Super important. What am I here for in that situation is help you get covered so your family is well taken care of when you're no longer here. We're not all going to live forever, and I want to take care of my loved ones when I am gone, and vice versa, right? We all have to have insurance. And then what am I against in that situation is people that don't want it, don't get it. And I understand there's a financial thing to it, but it's super important to have. Not really against people that don't want to get it, but you get where I'm getting at. So that was number 7. Number 8, be authentic, be humble. If you start getting successful, you start seeing a movement, start seeing things getting to where you're like, man, I've never pictured that we would get this far in what we're doing. Be humble, be authentic. And again, back to the love and compassion, like with your people, be humble. Don't be like, oh, I'm a millionaire now. I don't need any of you guys, or just, that's, a really bad place to be. So be humble, be authentic. That's kind of self-explanatory. Number 9, create a culture. I talked about this a little bit earlier. The people that you're around are going to be the people that are going to be around you for the duration of whatever you're doing. If you treat them right, if you love on them, if you recognize them, if you do all these other things, you're going to build a culture of greatness, a culture of success, and it will take you far in life. And you'll go with some of the people that you cherish and love the most because they believed in you and they believed in the mission. They believed in what you're doing, and then you can create a culture of greatness. Number 10 is give people the resources they need to be successful. Again, working with your people, understanding their needs, give them what they need, have conversations, be present in what they're doing and what they want and what they need to be successful. Because if you're not, again, it goes back to they will go somewhere else. They're not being seen. They're not being heard. They're not being observed. They don't feel like you are there for them. So give people what they need to succeed. And the last one, we talked about it basically as an umbrella in this chapter, was build a movement, right? If you're passionate enough about what you want to do, health, wellness, fitness, relationship, business, work, whatever it is, if you're passionate about it and you have the right people around you and you listen and you love and you're compassionate and humble, you will build a movement. And that is amazing. So I know it was a lot. Hopefully you got something out of it. Again, there's a lot of stuff in there. If you don't have the book and you want to get it, audiobook, I suggest you do that so you can take the entire chapter in and kind of have your own picture of what he's saying and of course attach it to what you are trying to do. So chapter 16 done. Chapter 17 is up next. One more degree of equanimity. Sounds fun. All right, y'all. So I'll see you on the next one. I hope you got something out of this. Feel free to comment below. And of course, subscribe. And I will talk to y'all soon. Take care.